Futures and options on futures trading involve substantial risk and is not a suitable investment for all types of investors. Past results are not necessarily indicative of future results. When I use the word I in this video, it refers to what I teach in my charting course or what I author in my twice daily oral and written updates. Prices shown on charts and quote boards are in real time and take into account all known activity up to this point in time. And if you'd like to read more of this disclaimer, simply hit the pause key on your video player.
Good evening, all. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your metals market update. And this is for the evening as we're here now on Wednesday, September 26, 2018. The time, 5:20 p.m., which means we're already into Thursday's trade. So for the Thursday trade, these are current quotes already. I'm late, and I'm late because I couldn't get away from the president's press conference, okay? Believe me, I get here 6:30 in the morning. I want to go home too, but it was too... If you like this, it was just interesting as can be. So what's going on? Well, gold's trying to break out now to the downside. Days ago, it tried to the upside. It's caught in narrow Bollinger Bands, really not going one way or the other. Today, we got through with the Fed Open Market Committee meeting and this announcement and then the press conference. In a nutshell, the Fed is going to raise interest rates again in December. That's what they are expecting to do, and the market is pricing that in. The Fed is looking at benign inflation. It thinks that wages and the PCE and everything it looks at is still good, and that's where you're at. So what the markets often do is markets that anticipate events go one way into an event, and then they get it. It's like buy the rumor, sell the fact. Pretty much that type of thinking. So late in the day today, as I'm on Fox News doing commentary around 2:30 with Liz Klayman and really a lot of people, interesting people, the market dropping. And I said, Liz, unless you're a day trader, who cares? I mean, they're just going to move it around at the end of the day, and that's basically what I think. The good news is the economy is strong. The Fed feels good about things. They're telling you where they're at. I loved when the Fed chair said that. For 2020-21, they put out these dot plots, but they're just ideas. It's similar to reading tea leaves. It's the current things you look at, the 2018-2019. That's where they can get their handle more around everything. And I'm telling you, I'm still concerned. I don't agree with the Fed. These tariffs are taxes. These taxes are going to come home to roost. And as they come home to roost, you've got to keep your eye on what inflation does. In the gold market, it's hard to get away from the fact that when you look at a weekly chart of closes, you're still just drifting along. For the week, you're down $2 in the gold. When you come to the daily chart, look at how you're caught in this sideways action. You'll see this even better as I put onto this chart the Bollinger Bands. But first, let's put the swing line. The swing line is bearish. Why? The definition of a downtrend is lower highs, lower lows. The current swing line, in other words, the most recent high, is at 1207.90. That's the number the market has to take out to reverse or break this pattern, one of the two. Notice where the battle has been fought, the 18-day average, and the market did hit it today. Don't get mistaken by this dot right here. That's tonight's trade. So every day it has hit it all through there. And when I put these Bollinger Bands on, you can see when we had that run to the upside and people thought it was breaking out to the up, it didn't. It went back to the 18-day average. Now it went to the lower Bollinger Band, and the question is it going to find resistance against the 18-day average? For the moment, the bears have control of the market. Momentum is pointing down as well, and it is knocking on the door. Any number under 30 is oversold. So you're just about oversold. And you were getting, up here, you were trying to see, can you get anything going? I don't know which way it goes. I'm going to argue that if you take out 1189.50, I think the chart's done. I think that the market then, the bears will start selling this market rather aggressively on good rallies. I'm not saying they'll get one, but that's what I would expect. Until that happens, this is difficult as can be. When we take a look at GLD to see if can we get anything better, well, you're not oversold and you're not quickly going to get there unless the market really fell apart. The market does have lower highs, lower lows, momentum down. Now it's at its support. If it gives ground from here, be careful. That could be your sign that these markets want to work lower. Who's in control going home in gold? The bears. In GDX, you have a pattern here. If you look at today's low, you got to 1839, which took out this low here in the 1850. So suddenly, the trend went void. Now, we talked about this market being overbought and making challenges of the upper Bollinger Band just recently, and I said, got to be careful. You don't want to take this number out, and you did. You're back to neutral on the chart. You're overbought, no trend because you got a higher high and lower low, and you have a bit of upside bias since you're over the 18-day average of closes. I still like the gold-silver ratio in the sense that the silver is starting to gain back some of what it lost against the gold. Now, the silver market yesterday, actually, think about it, day before, yesterday was this line. Monday would be here. Remember, we're already tonight. It's hitting the upper Bollinger Band, and it's acting as that resistance, just as I teach. The support's back at the 18-day average. However, you have a market that tonight, at least, isn't overbought. You closed in overbought territory. When you open tonight, you're getting out of it just slightly. I'd like to see it get down more than that. But if this market starts closing over that upper Bollinger Band, I could get excited about silver. In the copper market, this market's starting to develop what? Sideways action over the 80 level. See both numbers over 80, both over 80 yesterday, that is on Wednesday. They were not there on Tuesday. We have a market that it's got for the close of business on Wednesday. Remember, we're already into Thursday, an early Thursday trade, 2 days in a row where it's trying to stay over 80. That's just overbought. So when you have a market like this, you're in overbought territory at this upper resistance in a market that is overbought. In the platinum market, you have a market here that's fighting. Now let's get away from this. Let's go to Wednesday's trade, and that's what I'm on. Go to the day before, that's Tuesday, and Monday. You have the embedded reading. Until you lose and close underneath 80, the momentum is still up on the chart. Close under 80 and the odds favor prices will make a run back to the 18-day average. Doesn't have to, but those are the odds if it does that. The strongest of the charts remains the one I keep telling you about, the palladium, and it just runs to the upside. When it will stop, anybody knows, but it's a game of moving chairs. It's very strong. And in the U.S. dollar, the trend is down. Even though the Fed was talking strong dollar and everything, you have a market that is oversold in a downtrend, caught between the lower Bollinger Band and the 100-day average of closes. Tomorrow, Thursday, we're going to hold our live chart room, chat room, webinar, whatever you want to call it. But it's really a chart room because I'm going to bring up all the charts that you asked me to bring up. We'll talk about trading strategies, get some ideas there, a lot of input from you. How do you get involved? Well, I've already sent your invites out. I'll probably send out one more group in the morning or call my staff. You have to have the link from that. When you sign up, you will be sent a confirmation, and in that confirmation, it will have the passcode. It's located right at the bottom of that page. Got it? I'm Ira Epstein. You have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.